much. We are so sorry that we are delayed. However, my name is Tiffany Hightower. I am the Executive Director for the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus Foundation, and we want to thank each and every one of you for your service. This year, the Black Caucus decided that they wanted their statewide community service event to be to highlight and honor Black veterans. And that's exactly what we are going to do today. We have some wonderful sponsors that have been with us, and I want to take a time to thank them. We've had Walmart, Instacart, Hy-Vee, Mariano's, Kroger. I always miss one when I do this, and I don't know why I don't write it down. I'm gonna figure it out before we even close this event, and I'm gonna say thank you to them as well. But this has been a fabulous thing. This is our 13th stop across the state. We have been to East St. Louis, Peoria, Champaign, 2 on the southeast side. This is our 1 on the southwest side. We've been to Waukegan. We've been to the west side today. We've been to the western suburbs, covering all the areas, and we're going to try to get some to Rockford too. We want to make sure that you all feel so appreciated to the best of our ability for the service that you provided to this country, and a country that sometimes didn't love you as fully back as they needed to. So we want to say thank you so very much. And we have partnered as the foundation with the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, and one of our members from the Black Caucus is here, State Representative Cyril Nichols, and then I believe Senator Willie Preston is on his way. He's also one of our incredible partners and a member of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, which has 34 members, which was founded in 1967. This was also in honor of Ray Ewell, who was the last living founder of the 1967 Black Caucus, and he was also a member of the Army, and he passed away last year. So once again, I'm going to bring up State Rep Nichols. Hey!
Before I start, I want to bring up our Alderman 18th Ward, Derek Curtis, to say a few words on behalf of the veterans. We are in his ward. So anytime we, in the Alderman's ward, we should acknowledge the Alderman and the committee. Come on up, brother.
Oh, well.
Say a few words to the veterans.
Well, I was just with these guys just a couple weeks ago, and they know I love them dearly. We were just talking about actually throwing a barbecue that we actually supposed to have on Veterans Day, even though we had a veterans event a week before, but we had promised to do the barbecue, and I don't see no other better place than to have it here. And if we want to do it before Christmas, that's fine too. I want to thank everyone for your service. I really honor that. Unfortunately, I wasn't one that went to the service, but I was there the night before you leave. And the only reason why I changed my mind again, and I told this story because I thought about my uncle, and I got mad at the government actually. My uncle got a Purple Heart, and it hurt me so bad that I saw him lose his home, then his family, then his job, and the government didn't do anything for him, and I really got mad about that. But I know, because hey, if you can pay your mortgage, you pay it. But if you can't, my thing is, and maybe that's some legislation that we can write on the city and the state level, if you can't afford it, I'll do away with it, because that same veteran might have been the one that saved somebody in their family life that decided to take your house. So I appreciate the thing you're doing. I really do. People that give the ultimate sacrifice, they don't know whether they're going to the service or not, and they don't know whether they're going to come back. But you decided to make that choice to go in and serve your country. So thank you guys so much for what you do. And I wish I would have went, because I've been serving all my life. So, but I didn't get there, but I appreciate everything that you do for us and the people of the United States of America.
Yes. And the other one was Schnucks downstate in East St. Louis. Thank you so much for giving us all the groceries and making this a great event. Thank you.
And listen, our Illinois Black Caucus Foundation Director, she is, let's give it up for her. This is she took our foundation from zero to hero. She raised over $1 million. $3 million now. And she's relentless about making sure that we take care of. So I love you for that. Thank you for that, man. Like I'm the hardest working cat, but she still be. But anyway, y'all know I get real emotional real quick, real easy. Like, man, like, my wife is an Air Force veteran, right? Special Forces. AWACS was her plane. She set up Desert Shield. That was before Desert Storm, right? And clear for Air Force. All this, she will never tell me nothing about it either. So y'all know what that's about. The veterans know, like, so tell me about the AWACS. It's just like something happened, like I'm talking to a zombie or something. Like the AWACS, you know, but she'll never tell me about it. But I know the service. You know, my dad served, you know, my uncle served, my family members, you know, I was just blessed and fortunate enough that they all said, listen, student athlete, you wanted college, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So because of you guys, I'm standing here. And I know that for a fact, right? And that is categorically, in my mind, there's nothing higher than serving your country, right? So again, for me, come on in, son. For me to be here, to go and get whatever, and yes, me and Senator Preston, we always talk about legislation that we carry. You know, I am like a veteran carrying legislation. I be thinking about stuff. So we're gonna let the senator come in, say a few words, things will make it over. He's a hard-working brother. And that's it, Senator Preston.
Well, I don't know what I came into, but I will say Happy Veterans Day. And, you know, I was just looking at the news prior to coming here, and I was saddened by the firefighter that lost his life. And it made me think, you know, what we do, we try to communicate to people. I went to social media. I talked about the sacrifice that's sometimes hard to imagine. It's hard to comprehend how somebody can walk into a burning building and ultimately lose their life to protect all of us. And that is just scratching the surface for what you all have did. You all went out, signed up to protect this country, protect all of us. Even sometimes when the people that served in this room didn't always feel like this country supported them in that same way. So I don't take any of this stuff for granted what you all do. I consider what I do to be service. And I'm gonna tell you, when you got a wife and you got 6 children and you really wanna be a father, you really wanna be a husband, you know, going out to serve, it's a sacrifice. But again, that pales in comparison to what you all have done. So we can always thank you for your service, and I do it. I still can't imagine what it took for you all to go sign up, not knowing that you might get sent to Bosnia, you might get sent to Vietnam. And some old politician might decide they got a beef with somebody from across the world and you be called to serve, but you always are prepared. So I want to thank you all for what you've done. Your sacrifices are something that's beyond measure for me. But what I do know is the least that I can do in the position that I'm grateful to serve in as state senator is ensure that anytime legislation comes before me that's going to impact veterans, I'm supportive of veterans, and that I go the extra mile to make sure that everybody who sacrificed for this nation, sacrificed for my wife, our children, our community, all across this great country, that you all are treated like the hero that you actually are. So thank you all so much. Happy Veterans Day. Let us continue to serve this country in every way that we can, but we will always have to salute the people that take up arms on the rest of our behalf. Thank you all so much.
In good old fashioned.
Listen to that man right there, because he got to go pray. He got to go pray.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
Matter of fact,
He has a Zoom to get to.
okay. There you go. Thank you. So in the good old fashioned tradition of African Pan-Africanism, like, we good, we don't have to do the whole circle, but we just have a quick moment of prayer. and then we
Absolutely.
can get on about where we going.
So if we can all come around, everybody at the door, if y'all can just come on around. And if, yeah, just, come on, we're gonna have a little prayer. Mr.
They
Nova,
understand this term.
Mr. Nova, you can stay in that chair. Fall in.
Fall in, there you go.
Fall in. Okay. Move your chair, just move your chair. I'll get you a chair right here. Come on, we got one thing too.
And one more thing, I'm sorry. I don't go in the room without doing two things. I have to thank God for this opportunity that all of us are here together. And I thank my wife, Whitney, for standing by my side. And let's always thank Q and Terry, because if it's not for Q and Terry, we don't have our own institutions to celebrate our own heroes. So thank you for all that you do, Terry.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
All right, we ready? Everybody bow their heads. Rest your, what they call the cover.
Uncovered.
Heavenly Father, I'd like to thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity for all us to be here. Thank you for the people that was thoughtful enough to prepare bags of food for our veterans. Thank you for our veterans. And especially, I want to make sure that we acknowledge our women veterans. A lot of times we don't acknowledge the work that they did as serving for our country. We want to make sure that this day is not just the only day that we acknowledge our veterans, but every day we acknowledge our veterans. And as legislators and as just common people, we just want to make sure that they know that we're here for their and their best interests. Thank the fire brigade for this house, because without this house, a lot of things that we do would not be happening in this community. So all these things we pray in His Son's name, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
All right, let's go.
What's up, young?
They just grab a bag or we will serve you. Come get a bag of groceries. It's on. And if you didn't get your little information, if you need something, please let me.
Big one, just grab one bag.
Yeah, it's food in there. It's like not.
It ain't no light bag.
It's not food.
It ain't that 40 pounds that pack that y'all used to have.
I was in U.S. I was in U.S. I got one.
Here you go.
Did you get your information?
We gonna get the bag.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All
Thank you so much for your service.
right, thank you, baby.
I'm gonna see you, right?
Right.
Okay, any day but Monday.
Any day for
After
Monday,
6.
after 6?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
your
and
home, okay?
how much drinks are regular price? Huh? Cheap?
Just for you.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Hey, I got you out. Any day after 6, but Monday.
But Monday.
All right.
Ma'am.
Hey, look here.
Over that way, I just got to say which way.
You ain't got to do all this.
Yes, sir.